two. Down to one. It's Daniels. Yes!
This ball is crushed.
MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm on BS if real, my rhymes convict and heal.
Welcome to the Faithful Fan Show. I'm your host, Tony Cook, joined today by the no other than the Hot Take Titan. Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Hey, everyone, I'm going to give you a tidbit of information. He's international. So after this, he's hopping on a plane. He's going overseas.
Overseas. Going to Europe.
Let's go. Matt, how you been, bro?
Man, it's been a minute. I've missed it. I missed the fans. I missed you. Hey, let's get back into it. I'm glad to be back.
Dog, and it was a wild NFL season, and we tapped in early, and I think around like the 4-week mark. And ladies and gentlemen, Matt was he was holding out faith for Fields. Like I want to say probably like 4 games, but then it got closer to the halfway mark. And I want to say, Matt, were you pretty much ready for the draft, or how? Like as far as that quarterback, I know you guys were still fighting for the playoffs, but you were looking a different direction, as far as quarterback, fairly early this past season, right?
I was, but like the last 5 games of the season changed my mind. Like Fields really played very well those last 5 games.
Yes.
He didn't look good against Green Bay in week 18. He did not look terrible. But before that, I was like, I think we got somebody, right? I really think we got somebody. And so this offseason has been a roller coaster for me. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, as a Fields faithful, I was like, JF1, let's keep him, let's rock with him. But like things happen and offseason comes.
Wait, so okay, let me rewind. Let me take it back. So I remember earlier in the season, we were kind of like, you're like, yeah, we might have to see with this draft dude. He was on a short lease, basically, Justin Fields. So you're saying last time we talked, he kind of won you back. He did. And Bears weren't fighting for the playoffs. I want to say there were still like 3 games left in the season, and they were still trying to fight for a wild card, right?
It was a long shot. It was enough to make us Bears fans to be happy and like involved, right? It was a long shot, but just his play and his progression, I was like, okay, I can see it. Like I can literally see it. Let's build around him. We got a guy. Let's build around him. Early on, I was like, after that, it was after that Denver game, I was like,
you was that, but like you said, he rebounded and he had a pretty good. This was the 3rd year, right?
He closed it out. He closed it out very well.
To the point where I couldn't wait to talk to you about everything that's going on, the draft and Justin Fields' names and Falcons talk. I mean, I feel like that's the main place that I've been hearing rumblings of. You tell me, where have you heard like Justin Fields' landing point being?
So, I have heard from people who are on the inside,
okay,
that Fields to Atlanta was a thing until Kirk Cousins was like, "Hey, I want to go back home. Maybe
That's right. I forgot about that.
I think in the building, I think Fields is gone. I think he's pretty much out of there. I think they're trying to just figure out who they can get the best offer from. And now they're trying to figure out where's Kirk going, where's Russ going. Once those 2 sign, then they can kind of see what the real trade market is for him and what they can get for him.
Pause on that. I would honestly say, if out of the 3, Justin Fields, I feel like he's the most promising quarterback. So it's interesting. It's interesting that the other dominoes have to fall first, just because maybe they're veterans and the contracts are already bigger. So it's a more serious situation, or like, because I would think people want to get Fields in the building, and then like I feel like he's the best out of Kirk Cousins, Russell Wilson, and Fields. Like as of right now.
Look, I'm a JF1 faithful. Like I would love for Fields to stay in the building and build around him, because I think we can win with him. The truth is he's gone. Like, so I gotta just think that.
So you've already got
he's not coming.
Got you.
Yeah. It's pretty. The writing's on the wall. He's out of there. He's up out of there. I knew he was out of there when he did that podcast with the St. Brown Bros, and they were talking I was like, oh, he gone. He out of there, right? When he unfollowed the Bears in the NFL, I was like, he gone.
That's what I saw. I saw that.
I think the reason why the other dominoes have to fall when it comes to Justin Fields is because he's a young quarterback, which means he's in the market setting business, right? He's not going to set it at 50, 40, 45, 50 million like the top quarterbacks, but he is going to be at 35, 40 plus.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to sign him to a long-term deal, that's what you got to sign him to. I don't know if he has the tape to justify it for another franchise, right? Like I think wherever he goes, he's going to play well. He's going to do well. He's going to be a good quarterback in the league. I just think like right now to like pay the long-term money, it's like he don't have the tape for it. Yeah. So it's like if you get a Russell Wilson who has the tape or a Kirk Cousins who has the tape first, I'm gonna go that way as a band-aid, and maybe I can build pieces or get capital to build pieces and bring a younger quarterback on a rookie contract in the future, right? With Fields, you're gonna have to pay him to top dollar very soon.
And he's in such a rough spot because it's like he's in a gray area spot because, like you said, he doesn't have the tape necessarily,
but he has the talent.
He has the talent, and then he's not necessarily like the players like a Zach Wilson. Or like who put out bad tape. You know what I mean? He's had fairly good tape on a bad team. That's what I feel like Justin Fields has had. And now it's like, and not necessarily all bad team, but O-line was rough this year trying to protect Justin Fields, right?
O-line was rough. I think the play calling was rough. The system was rough. The receiving core wasn't rough. We had DJ Moore, dog, right?
Dog. He made a difference.
Yeah, Cole Kmet came into his own, dog. Outside of those two, we didn't have a solid receiving core that he could go, right? Like he had two options. When he was dropping back, he had two options who were consistent, he could trust. The other ones was like here or there. I did not like Luke Getsy's play calling. I wasn't a fan. I wasn't a fan of the system we ran. I don't think we played to his skill set. So I think he just was dealt a bad hand. I think he has the talent. And I think he has the ability, and he's shown that he has the ability to be great in the league, and he will wherever he goes. Atlanta is a great fit for him because they're all young. Yeah. Put him on a mid-tier veteran contract with all the weapons he has. They can go far.
And there's that ground. He needs someone solid on the ground. Like he needs a solid running game.
Solid ground game, right? Bijan, not only rushing but also check down passing, right?
Exactly.
That's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, Bijan's going to be a big security blanket for whoever lands there.
Correct.
So we'll see where Justin Fields lands. Very interesting. I appreciate you telling us a little insight about everything going on behind the closed doors in Chicago. Obviously, draft is here, and it sounds like all arrows are pointing towards you guys are drafting a quarterback. We'll get right to it. Is it okay? Are Chicago Bears drafting Caleb Williams in your eyes, and is that a good idea in your eyes?
Caleb Williams is a Bear. I've had to come to accept it. Like I said, I've been a JF1 faithful, and it took me a long time. When the combine came around and all the leaks and everything, I was like, you know what, Matt? I gotta accept it. Like I wasn't a big fan. I wasn't like, he's a good talent. I wouldn't say generational, like they're trying to say. He's good. He's solid, not generational. Since the combine, I've been like, hey, I gotta accept it. This is our quarter. This QB1. So I'm a fan now. I'm a Caleb Williams fan. He gonna be a Bear. Let's rock it. Let's run. He gonna do great.
Now,
right? He gonna do great.
I'm gonna stop you because we could talk about this. We have a long extended conversation about this, but I'm gonna stop you. After what you watched the combine, Caleb he wasn't a big participant in the combine though, was he?
He was more of a personality than he was a participant.
Or did he interview? He did interview. He just didn't show arm strength, right, or anything.
He didn't do any of the drills, but he was there. He was present. He interviewed.
Okay.
Run,
Because you've been studying his tape, would you say he's a better prospect than Justin Fields, right, coming out? No, he's not a better prospect than Justin Fields coming out.
I don't think so.
Oh, man, that's hot. That's a hot take.
Let's be honest. Let's talk about it, right? Go back and you look at it. He played with Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley's offense is designed to go to one read. If that read is not there, you go to the second read. If that read is not there, playground football. Right? It's designed for one, two reads, playground after that. That's not NFL football. I know that he showed the ability to extend plays and do all of those things, the Patrick Mahomes things, but that's at the college level. That's not NFL football.
Great point.
You know what I mean?
Great. And I was literally just going to follow it with that. I was like, it's against college talent, though. He looks like Patrick Mahomes out there, but he's doing it against San Jose State. You know what I mean? You know, right. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt when you see that Patrick Mahomes like play style. It's who's gonna tackle San State.
the things that I see with Williams and Fields is like both of them are not very good with ball security in the pocket. Neither one of them are good pocket passers, right? I would say you could say Caleb is a better he's more accurate.
Or he's probably better on the move passer, right? And more accurate.
We say that, but again, if you go back to Justin Fields' college tape on the move, I feel like they're the same. In the pros, what we're comparing Fields is like on the move in the pros.
Absolutely. It's tough to compare. Different.
So I think, but I would say like Williams is more accurate than Fields. Like we can be fair and say that's a true statement, right? Both of them are very loose with the football in the pocket. They're not very good at ball security in the pocket because they both are looking to scramble. I think Fields is looking to scramble faster than Williams is, but I also think Williams is taught to read one side of the field, right? Whereas Fields, I don't know if Fields has learned how to process a defense yet at the NFL level. I don't know. I don't see it. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
Right. It's hard to make that thing. I think when it comes to scrambling, they both are equal, right? They're both equal when it comes to getting out of the pocket, expending the plays. They're both equal, in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know who's better throwing on the run because, like I said, if I look at Fields' college tape throwing on the run versus Williams, they're the same. The pros, okay, yeah, you can say Fields is a little off in the pros, but it's the pros, right?
Well, I would take it back to, Matt. I would take it back to what you were saying earlier. Fields, when he scrambles and the play breaks, he tends to cut up field and get that first down on his feet a little more often. Caleb Williams is more of a scramble around,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's why I say Fields is one, if not one, two, the best scrambler in the NFL. Who's better? Lamar. The only one better is Lamar.
The only one. Yeah.
So
Josh Allen. You could throw Josh Allen in there. Josh Allen's a monster too.
Nah, he's not better.
Josh Allen's dirty.
He's just big. Josh Allen can get you a tough 5.
Oh yeah, he's not elusive though. Like, you're right. You're right about that. Yeah. Explosiveness from the QB position. It's honestly Fields and then Lamar. Lamar's cut back. Lamar's dialed it back a little bit because of his injuries.
Because he's older.
But I would say Fields is the most explosive. Oh, he's going to the house. Like he can tuck it and take it to the house. He's that guy year. At this point in his career. It's crazy, but
yeah. That's the thing. You put him in Atlanta, that's a scary offense. You put him down there in Atlanta.
But Matt, we're gonna circle back to Caleb Williams. You're saying he's your quarterback. Would you prefer a Jaden Daniels, who everyone's saying is going number 2, the guy out of LSU?
Nah, I think Jaden Daniels is really good. He's a Heisman Trophy winner. But when I watch the tape and I look at the tape that I've seen, I don't think he makes pro-style decisions.
Absolutely.
Right? I think the benefit of a very good offense playing against weaker opponents. You know what I mean? I don't see the window throws. I don't see the check down. I don't see the progression. I don't see the pro-style play.
You know what
I saw? A very good college quarterback.
I see from him kind of I hate to put this on Bryce Young's jacket, but I see him as like, oh, your whole team is balling. Everything's on time. The receivers there on time.
Yeah.
The block's there. You got great time in the pocket. Everything's perfect. You got vision. Like Bryce Young, I feel like Jaden Daniels has a little bit of Bryce Young, and as LSU is clicking this year, and they do no wrong on offense. We'll see what what he looks like you said. Can he make the tight window throw with a pass rusher in his face? Can he do that?
Right.
And Jaden Daniels
Right.
do that. I think Caleb Boyd, honestly, that's your guy's guy. I think because I pretty much watched all of USC's games this year and last year. Caleb Williams had a way better year last year.
Than he did
This year, like you said, he showed he's a little shaky with the ball security in the pocket. But that might have been he's just trying to make it happen. You know, it might have been he's just out there doing too much. Because it didn't show that at USC the year before. He really didn't. And I think he's NFL ready, dude. I think he's gonna step in and you'll be shocked. We'll see. It's right around the corner. We don't even know if you're really drafting him yet, but
I think pretty much. I think it's a done deal. They're selling.
I think it's gonna be on some CJ Stroud stuff. Like
you can go on Bears.com, get a Caleb Williams jersey right now.
right now.
I think it's pretty much. I think the writing's on the wall, right?
I think so too. But I hate to talk about it that way. Once he shows up in training camp with y'all, dude, I feel like it's gonna be like a CJ Stroud type. As long as he's a leader. As long as he's a leader.
Training camp. Once he shows up against Green Bay, you know what I mean? You don't even want to see preseason, dog. Like I do, but I'm like, it don't mean nothing, right? Are we gonna beat the snack pack? Are you gonna be better than Jordan Love, right? Like that's step one, right? Step one of being a great Bears quarterback is beat the pack, right? Before we talk about anything else, beat Green Bay. We ain't beat Green Bay in 4 years.
And y'all it's not even just Green Bay over there. You know that y'all's division's going to be pretty tough next year with the Lions.
Yeah, but look, we beat the Vikings, we beat the Lions. We should have beat them twice last year. We beat the Vikings twice. We don't have a problem beating those teams even when they're good. Beat Green Bay, right?
That's the one.
Like that's what we have a problem with. Beat Green Bay. We have not beat Green Bay in 4 years.
And we thought it was going to be different this year because we had young quarterback on young quarterback, and Jordan Love started balling at the end of the season, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all there's some talented young brothers over there in your division this coming up season. I'll tell you that much. But
the division.
So
but I feel like football is better when the NFC North is good.
Yeah.
The classic is good, you know?
Absolutely. Including the Vikings. Like y'all got 4 teams that are literally what do you call it? Those are legendary franchises. I don't know if they were the first though. I don't know if they're four of the originals, but
I don't think the first franchises, but they're definitely all 4 of them are legendary. All 4 of them are from the annals of football history.
Okay, and also, is there any other draft needs? Obviously, everyone has a bunch of them, but what's the next? Obviously, you guys are getting a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
What would you turn towards next in the second round? Who the Bears got to go after? Oh no, you guys got another first round pick. Who else?
Yeah,
in the first round.
I think we there's a combination of things we can do, depending on free agency, right?
Okay.
I think we need another receiver. We need another target for whoever's the quarterback, whether it's Fields or Caleb, right? And after we get another target, we definitely need to shore up our defensive and offensive lines, right? Montez Sweat came over, had a great year, but we're still a little weak on the interior. We need a detail. We need a 3 technique, in my opinion. We need a good, solid 3 technique. I like to pair edge rushers. I like 2 edge rushers that can go get the quarterback with a good 3 technique. That's the recipe for a great defense.
All right.
We have to replace Bojack. Eddie Jackson's gone. We let him walk. So we've got to get another really good, smart. He doesn't have to be outstanding, but he has to be a smart safety back there.
And that's been your guys' free safety for the past decade almost. Yep.
8 years.
Yeah, man. So that's a big change.
It's a huge. I think we need another smart safety back there. But ultimately, we got to protect our investment, and the investment is the quarterback. Whether it's Fields or Williams, I think it's Williams. We got to protect him. We just signed Ryan Bates from the Bills. So center. I don't know why we don't invest in a solid, good center. We haven't had one since Olin Kreutz. I think we need another tackle. The tackles we have are serviceable. They're really good. They're growing. They're developing. They're young. but we need a domineering force to go alongside of the dude from Tennessee. I can't think of his name. The rookie tackle we drafted from Tennessee, really good.
I got you.
Really.
So it sounds like y'all across the offensive line, y'all need help. And I think if y'all would pick, I've seen in a lot of mock drafts, you guys picking up a receiver for that second pick in the first round.
Yeah, they're saying Adunze or Neighbors.
Neighbors. I've been seeing that
Really
dude.
good.
Neighbors. I've been seeing him. Adunze is the one from Washington, right? Big dude.
Yeah.
Big frame dude from Washington. You said center. It's funny because the Cowboys, we're in that weird spot where our first round pick ain't gonna be a first round grade, and we've had that pick for like the past 3 years, like the 26, 28 area. Like you probably aren't.
Yeah.
You pretty much we're like forced to pick for need because best player on the board is usually a second round player or so. So we need a center, but we have a problem. Tyron Smith just retired. Our left tackle.
He called it. He hung it out.
No, excuse me. He didn't retire. Excuse me. We are not re-signing him. He is a free agent.
I was going to say,
he didn't retire. He didn't retire. We chose to not re-sign him. So I honestly feel I say retire because I don't know if he's going to go anywhere else and play.
But was it more like a cap thing where it's like we're not going to re-sign you at what you were? We'll come back and talk to you after the market sets a price.
We already restructured him like a couple years ago, so I don't think that we are going to bring him back. I think we're moving on. And the main reason, and he's a Pro Bowler, Hall of Fame left tackle. This is a big deal.
Yeah.
Next season. But if people have been paying attention, he plays about 10 games a year, and that's been for the past 6 years. It's not reliable. It's tough. It's tough for a Cowboys organization where you got this guy, but you definitely have to have a swing tackle and you got to pay him good money. And I think we're just done with that. We're done with having to pay a random vet swing tackle that's not even that good anyway, just because we know our Pro Bowler is not going to be there for 6 to 7 games a year. Is
it that you're done with it, or is it that you guys paid Dak too much?
I honestly don't think I personally feel like they're done with the back and forth, wondering if Tyron Smith don't even practice. He's at that point. You know what I mean? Like he's pretty old, dude.
But he's also that good.
That's why it's hard. I told you he got us in a weird spot because when he plays at Pro Bowl level, but then he doesn't practice. So he doesn't practice, and then it's kind of like the Amari Cooper thing. Why we let Mark? Because Amari Cooper was at the point where he couldn't practice, and he was throwing off. I would have never let Amari. I thought it was a bad idea, by the way. But this is how the Cowboys work, though. Like if you're not practicing and you like and doing stuff like that, and father time starts to wear on you, which has been happening for Tyron for the past 5 years. I think he's out the door. I think they're done. That's why I'm like, we should draft a center, but I don't know. There's a lot of good left tackles. This is like the deepest left tackles draft I've ever seen. Like there's like 10, 15 going in the top 20. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot. The O-line, there's a lot of good O-linemen. But I think here's the thing. College football has become a fast-paced game. So, like, how good are these O-linemen?
Very true.
You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing that I don't have the time to watch the tape. But I'm like, from what I've seen, it's like, yeah, you could hold up for 1.5 seconds because it's a wide-open spread offense that you're playing against. But can you hold for 2, 3, 4 seconds? Can you block a trap? Can you block an outside zone? You know, like, can you do those things? And from what I've seen is a lot of the young linemen have had problems with that. A lot of them. All these stud young linemen we've been talking about over the last 3-4 years are having problems at the league. They're not turning out to be the studs that we thought they were.
Because I think a lot of it is turned into finesse. And they want these linemen that can get out to the second level and touch the linebackers, but we don't have any dudes that can, make sure
they're on hold, and can move bodies,
exactly. So that's what it's turned into, and I hope the Cowboys focus on that, and we draft a center, the best center in the draft. I think his name is Jackson Powers Johnson.
Penn State.
Yeah, Jackson
from
Powers
K-State?
Johnson. And he's supposed to be the best.
JPP, yeah.
And he's projected 26 through 30. So if he's there at 26, I'm taking the best center in the draft, and we'll figure out what we do at left tackle. We might bump our Tyler because Tyler Smith, he was a Pro Bowl left guard this year. He's young. He played tackle when Tyron was out last year, and 2 years ago, and he played well. We just had him at guard because
Bump him outside, yeah.
I bump him outside because
it's possible.
He's a talent, and he started at tackle, so we might start with that. But yeah, we'll see.
Let me ask you this about the Cowboys.
Okay.
Obviously, the Cowboys have a championship caliber team. Like, you guys have the talent and the roster to win a Super Bowl. Is it coaching?
Man. See, I honestly, Matt, I feel like the Cowboys are the victims of what they're the same thing that makes the Cowboys America's team, and everyone talks about it. It's our curse too. I feel like we're right there in the same boat as a lot of these other teams that just haven't been able right there, but haven't got it done. We're not the only team that happens to. We're just the most talked team.
Well, hold on.
I'm not in denial, Matt. I'm not in denial.
A little bit.
We definitely no. I had to throw that out there because yes, we could say coaching, but it's also we just didn't get it done, bro. Like the Packers smacked us, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
don't even think it was necessarily coaching.
You didn't play well. Yeah, the game plan was terrible. The game plan against the Packers was terrible.
So on defense, Stephon Gilmore played with a dislocated shoulder from the last game. We couldn't play man. We had to play zone. That's why we were playing zone when we always play man. It sucked, and Dan Quinn got put in a bad spot right there. Like at that point, you might as well just. But you're not gonna play Stephon Gilmore in the first playoff game, like so. And everyone killed us for that. Offense, I don't know, bro. Like Dak.
That was a Dak and CD side then.
That was personnel. I felt like that was Dak and CD, dude. Early in the game, they were not on the same page.
Like I felt like the Packers defense really gave you guys fits. You guys didn't establish a running game. You couldn't establish a running game. And then like I don't want to say Dak was too conservative or the play calling was too conservative, but you didn't have the options down the field to make the big splash plays to get the crowd into it, what you guys needed to do. I felt like that was coaching. I felt like the Packers knew exactly how to come in and beat you.
And it's possible.
They knew exactly how to come in and they knew what Mike McCarthy was going to do, and they,
we can say that. And Matt, that's why I'm saying I'm not denying that it could have been coaching because Mike McCarthy most definitely could have got out schemed in that game. To me, it looked like it in the first half for sure. But I'm saying, but I can't do that to Mike because for the past 4 years we've had over 10 wins. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but look, but you have to think like that is Mike. He got fired from Green Bay for the same reason.
But that's
you can win, but you can't finish.
But okay, so
like, you can have.
Who we gonna bring in? Like, I guess we bring in Zimmer, but whoever we bring in didn't have as good of a record as the dude we about to fire. That's why it's
Bill
Belichick. We ain't bringing Belichick. You think Jerry? No, dog. Maybe if Jerry up out of here, but there ain't no way Jerry doing a Jimmy Johnson again, dog. That's basically hiring another Jimmy. Like,
okay,
I agree. That's a type of coach that can clean some stuff up, and I hope Mike Zimmer is, everyone says he's a hard ass, and he's like he's not a player's coach like how Quinn was. I'll take that. Micah Parsons need a little bit of that. Micah Parsons need a little bit of not players coach. I like how players have the freedom to have podcasts and talk right after the game and break down schematically what they're doing next game. It sounds good. But December just nip that all in the butt right now. I love the content, but I wish it wasn't my player on my team doing that,
But here's the thing. I think we say that because we look back like when we were coming up, when we were young, it was like, it's sports or nothing. Like you got to dedicate your whole life to sports. You can't do nothing else. But we also started later and we played so many other sports. These kids are starting at 3 years old. And that's the only sport they're playing. Their parents are putting all the money in. So by the time they get there, they're so skilled that they do have the skill to go do other things.
Oh, of course. And I'm not against that. I'm not against athletes doing other things. I hate the optics of it. You know, Micah Parsons.
Y'all losing, and he over on a podcast talking about the Bears. Justin Fields should be the QB1.
Yeah, and then just the next night, and then he gonna have like he's having 49ers players on the podcast. Like, no, I'm not rocking with that. I'm jacking that. Like, it's cool. I really don't like, and I hate it. I just think I'm a true fan like that. It rubs me the wrong.
But think about it. But look at it.
I don't like Draymond. Like, I feel bad for like Steph Curry when I see Draymond bringing dudes on
with LeBron. With LeBron,
don't have LeBron on the podcast, Draymond.
But I look at it like this: like, if you think about it, you and I hated each other because we was rivals in high school. You know what I mean? And look at us now. Look at us now. You know,
of course. But you know,
but I promise you, in high school, we wasn't doing each other's podcasts.
We was not doing a podcast in high school, man. We was not.
We wasn't.
Let them hang the jerseys up. Let Micah, you can hang the jersey up and talk to these fools. You can talk to McCaffrey after y'all retired. This fool is
right
here in the playoffs. I'm good.
Right.
But Matt, also before we get out of here, I also wanted you to tap on Jalen Johnson. Is that his name? The corner that you guys just saw? Worth the money.
Big contract, 4 year, definitely worth the money. I think he's my personal opinion, he's a top 10 cornerback in the league.
I was gonna say top 5, no?
Yes, but I don't want to be a homer. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a homer and be like, oh, you top 5, right? But like, for sure, top 10, undeniable top 10.
Yeah,
right, undeniable. So
and he's still young.
He's good.
He's still young. Hey, out of Utah? Is it out of Utah? Where did he get drafted out of? I think.
He went to Utah. Out of Utah.
I think he's out of Utah. Yeah,
he's long, rangy. Like he's good. He's a dog. He's been a dog since his rookie year. And I also like the rookie we got, the new cat we got, Stevenson. He's good too. So we've seamed up our corners. Our nickel cornerback is good. So we just need. That's what I'm saying. We're rumored to go after Xavier McKinney from the Giants. If that happens, I like him. He's smart. He's rangy.
And he's physical. He comes up and hits.
Physical. Yeah. I like that. We've also been talking about Geno Stone, bringing Geno Stone in. That's another one. I do like that. I would like to bring him in. He'd be a good on our backside. So our defensive secondary is in good hands. We look really good. I'm solid there. It's the line. It's the D line. It's the D line that we got to tighten up.
So Matt, it's been great talking combine, draft, free agency, strategy, all that. Everything Chicago Bears today. Y'all all tapped in with that. Hey Matt, anything you got to say to the fans before we get out of here? And before you leave, you go overseas.
Here's my prediction. This is my prediction. The Bears are going to draft Caleb Williams.
All right.
And we're going to win the Super Bowl. All right, cool. Now that I got that out the way, I think wherever Justin Fields goes, within the next 2 to 3 years, he'll be in the MVP conversation.
Okay, we got
that's what I feel.
Takes. We got 2 hot takes from the Hot Take Titan. He hit y'all double time before we get out of here, yo. Hey,
double time.
Hey, I appreciate you so much, Matt, for tapping in, bro. Enjoy Europe, bro. Enjoy it. Enjoy it out there. Enjoy your family. We love you, bro. Hey, y'all. Until next time on the Faithful Fan Show. Dun, 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 dun.
Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a layup. Rookie in the paint, going hard with the venom. Shot so much, man, I think I need a layup. Animal, MC Cannibal, rap Hannibal. Here to change the game, mainframe, all y'all programmable. Coaching on tracks, balling like a paper like Phil. I'm obvious if real, my rhymes convict and heal. A world blind, my lies a red pill, real. Ball like I've been here, rookie in his prime. Focus like Jordan the second time. Kobe in playoff times, you know believe when I drop. Call for it, Kelly go in the Blizo spit. Auto like free throws by Ito. Circle loose stroke magic. Rhymes over all y'all like dirt for 2. Rookie in the game, insane, coming for you. GGB